Welcome back everyone, and what you are looking at here is what I believe just might be the most slept on deck, the most slept on archetype in all of Edison, and that's aliens. So this list is based off of a list posted 2 years ago by Prince of Puddles. Here's his list. We made a couple changes. We cut the Book of Moon for a third offering to the snake deity because, hey, Icarus attack is pretty good. Why not max it? In the extra deck, we cut these Chimera techs that have no purpose. There's no Cyber Dragons anywhere in this deck. I don't understand these Chimera techs, but yeah, we added Mistworm and Army Arm. And in the sideboard, we changed up a bit too. We cut the third Ancient Forest, the random Mysterious Triangle, the Shrinks, a Mind Crush, and a Rivalry. And we decided to play Giant Tornado, MSC, Dust Tornadoes. Back row removal is pretty important. And a couple Imperial Iron Walls. We don't banish at all. So preventing our opponent from like crowing or kaikuing or soul releasing so our Ammonite can go off could be pretty good. They also can't bottomless or Caius us or deep prison us. They also can't, like, actually dark armed. And yeah, I think that's it for all of the changes. So let's go over the deck a little bit, because I'm sure that you don't know what all these cards do. I didn't until I tried the deck out. It's really fun, and I think it's actually pretty good. So this is your best alien monster. Admittedly, the alien monsters aren't that good. This one is pretty good. So this, when it is normal summoned, you can special summon a level 4 or lower alien monster in your graveyard, but it dies at the end phase. That's fine. You're going to synchro with it. So you're going to get any of your level 4s, and you're going to synchro into Golgar. Golgar's pretty great. 2600, level 5, just takes an Ammonite and an alien, and then once per turn you can select any number of face-up spell or trap cards, return them to the owner's hand, and distribute 8 counters on face-up monsters equal to the number of cards returned. Okay. So far so good. And once per turn, you can remove 2 8 counters anywhere on the field, destroy a card your opponent controls. So this is going to pop a card that your opponent controls every turn, and it's going to distribute 8 counters, and it's going to bounce our own spell and traps generally. Why is that good? Well, we play Fiendish Chain, so we can negate an effect, and then we can bounce this back and do it all over again. We also play things like Messenger of Peace, Gravity Bind, Swords of Revealing Light. Especially in the case of Messenger of Peace and Swords of Revealing Light, they're very good to bounce back because, well, we can keep our opponent from ever attacking us if we can keep bouncing swords. Messenger of Peace, they can't attack us, but we can attack them because we bounce this, attack, and then replay it. Same idea with Gravity Bind. Call the Haunted is going to be Golgar's best friend. So you special summon something, and then you bounce the Call the Haunted, and you just get to keep special summoning things. Really cool if you special summon a Golgar with it even. So for the other alien monsters, there's Alien Kid. It is a level 4, so it is an Ammonite target. It's just a 1600 that says whenever your opponent special summons a monster, it comes in with an A counter. We'll see why A counters are good, but they also, if you battle an alien with a monster with an A counter, the monster with an A counter loses 300 attack and defense. And it is per A counter, so if they have more than one A counter, they lose 300, 600, 900, however many counters they have on them. We have one Alien Overlord. This guy is alright. You can remove 2 A counters from anywhere on the field to special summon it. Easy summoning condition. And it can still be normal summoned. What's cool about this card is once per turn you can place A counters on face-up monsters your opponent controls. Just all of them. So that's an easy way to accumulate counters. We have one Alien Telepath. This is a pretty cool Ammonite target because you can bring it in, use its effect, and then synchro. What its effect is remove an A counter from your opponent's monster to destroy a spell or trap card. Cool, we got a little recurable breaker. And now we're running out of good aliens already. And we have to play Alien Warrior. It's 1800. When it's destroyed by battle, you get to place 2 counters on the monster that destroyed it. And then we have Oshelion. This is not bad. This is like a Sangin specifically for reptiles. But since it's a reptile itself, we can use it with Offerings to the Snake Deity. We got a couple Thunder Kings, just a good stun card. And 3 Alien Shock Troopers. This is a vanilla, as you can see. 1900 attack. Sure. And we have 2 Ancient Forest. This card's really sweet. Another thing we can bounce with Golgar. So whenever a monster declares an attack, it's destroyed at the end of that battle phase. So you can make it so your opponent's monsters die when they attack, but on your turn, bounce this with Golgar, attack in, and then replay at main phase 2. So your monsters aren't affected by this. This card, very good. A code Ancient Ruins. So this is what we're going to be using A counters for. If this card, if an alien monster or monsters is destroyed, plays an A counter on this card. Sure, whatever. But the good part is once per turn you can remove 2 A counters anywhere on the field, special summon an alien from your graveyard. And that is once per turn, but if we bounce it with Golgar, we can play it again. Prohibition, it's pretty cool in the main board. You normally see this in the sideboard. But here we can call something, bounce it, call something different. That will come up. Like maybe you wanted to call their boss monster the first time. The second time you just want to call Gores and attack for game. You can totally do that. I already talked about Call the Haunted, Fiendish Chain, Gravity Bind, Mirror Force, just a staple. This is basically your Icarus attack. It's a little different because it doesn't tribute your monster. It targets your face-up reptile. So it can be disrupted. But since it's not a cost, if it is disrupted, you don't lose your monster like you would with Icarus attack. Now, aliens have some pretty crazy spell and traps, like this one. Tribute an alien monster. Destroy all face-up monsters without A counters your opponent controls. Until the end of your opponent's third turn, place an A counter on each monster they summon. Okay, that part's fine. But this says tribute an alien to destroy all of the face-up monsters your opponent controls. That's pretty crazy. We have Solemn. We have Starlight Road to protect all of our spell and traps, especially with all these continuous ones. We have Trap Dust Shoot. In the sideboard, we have Fossil Dynas, this back row removal suite here that you might want against things like Black Wings. But also, Giant Grenade, it's pretty cool in here because it's another way, if you can't get on to Golgar, you can bounce your Call the Haunted, your Fiendish Chain, your Swords of Revealing Light, and reuse them. Mask of Restrict, obviously that's for Monarchs mainly. Rivalry doesn't really affect us. We are on pretty much all reptiles, so certain decks won't be able to synchro or won't be able to tribute summon if they're playing Monarchs. We can do tributed Frog for a Caius. Well, you can't. Royal Oppression and a second Starlight Road in case they are on Geyseris, Icarus Attack, Judgment Dragon, things like that. Extra deck is mostly just your standard cards, but then we have 3 Golgar. That is what we want to be making. And then a couple tech options, just because you can technically make them. Armory Arm and Mistworm. How you would make a Mistworm is like if you control a level 4, and then you summon a Ammonite, bringing back another 4. Well, that's 9, so Mistworm can be pretty good. But let's get into a game. We're going to go right into a live match. I don't know who's it going to be or what they're going to be on, but let's see if aliens can pull off the W. All right, we found an opponent. We're going to go with Rock. It did not work. We're going to be going second. Okay, no alien, but hand looks decent. No alien for Ammonite, I mean. What is opponent going to do? Set a back row. Summon a gear frame. That's fine. Would have been nice if we went first, but doesn't always work out that way. Grabs Fortress. Sets another back row. Okay. Go to main phase. Don't have a ton of options. I think we're just going to try and crash into this. If it gets prisoned, it gets prisoned. If it gets bottomless, it also gets bottomless. Okay. Man, he might try to extend and we can mirror force that. So that's not bad. Yeah. Set up this offerings as well. His goes in for 18. I think we just take it. Okay, that's a gear town. That's a heavy storm. We will try and stop that. Okay. Dueling book. There we go. That would have been a really nice heavy storm for him, but no. Goes into battle phase. Like a limiter removal. What, dude? Dude, what? I don't know if he wants to do that on attack declaration. I think he wants to damage step that, but we did not get that far. Oh, okay. Guess we mirror force. Interesting. Card Trooper's fine. Golem. A gear frame and a prison, sure. Prohibition, wow. That might be really good. Alright. Let's just attack into this. He'll get a draw. Yep, he will not gain 21. He'll take 21 though. We're going to call Fortress. And we'll end turn. Alright, they have repaired their life points. Prohibition, how clutch are you going to be? Let's find out. Ooh, Space Typhoon. Yeah. Space Typhoon on the Prohibition, specifically. I think we don't have to counter that, but I think we counter that. Okay. There we go. We got a monster. It's gonna punch for 16. All right. Sets a back row and passes. Okay, we have 2 Ammonite, so we can just fire one off, honestly. We don't have a target. All right. Special summon Golgar. Put 2 counters on the Golgar. Destroy his card. It's a Yada. Okay. So there's Gores is our only fear. We're risky. Okay. No Gores? Yeah, we recall Fortress and we end turn. So it's 2 back row. Replays the Gear Town. Don't know why. Gets 2 counters. Shoot something down. A Deep Prison. And they admit defeat. Wow. Okay. So, what do we want to play against? Machinas. I don't think we really have too much to put in. We can take out the Chapter Shoot, though. I think. Also, Dino's okay. Back row removal in general is pretty good. And we got the Overlord. Put in space and dust. Try it out like that. All right, not bad. Pretty monster heavy, but we do have an Alien and an Ammonite. Okay. Special Fortress set 3. Play Gear Town. Okay. Draw another monster. Sure. Imagine you put back Ammonite. But we'll see what they end up doing. Thunder King. Okay. I think we just have to set an alien warrior or summon it. Set or summon? We're at 8,000. But he does play bottomless. Alright, we're going to set it. We're going to play the messenger of peace. We're going to end. Sure. Probably getting force? Nope. Fortress? Okay. Drawing. Going to standby. We'll pay the 100. Go to main phase. Flip summon. Is that okay? Okay. Our flip summon's fine. Let's go summon our tuner. Says that's fine as well. We will use Prio. We'll put the two I don't really care where we'll put the two counters on the gear frame. I was trying to put him on his monster. That's not how Dueling Book works. Okay, so we have the option of popping the fortress, but then he gets to pluck one of our cards. I think we're fine with that. Does this target? No, does not target. Should we attack into a D-prison situation? No. No. Not when we don't even have the offerings live. Okay. Pay 4,000 for a messenger? That's fine. Yep. Okay, set a new back row. Ancient Forest. That's fine. It's a card to bounce, I suppose. Doesn't do anything on activation. We had to call the Haunted. Okay. This, man, if I get torrented, it feels bad, but that's okay. Nope. What is his plan? Sure. I've seen this card before. Can both players control a field spell? I don't remember. I don't remember the field spell rule. It just takes over. So like mine goes to the grave, like that. Okay. Whoops. Sure. Okay. Bounce the gear tone. Normal summon alien kid. Target alien kid with the offerings. Okay. It was a prison. It's always a prison. Alright, but now we are pretty low on resources here. Okay. So he doesn't crash in. So if I draw a card I can bounce, I don't. Okay. I can play the Shock Trooper and attack over, and he has to kill the Shock Trooper? That just seems good. Yeah. Good job, Shock Trooper. You did something. No, a bounceable Speller Trap would be crazy. Can we get that? No. I mean, we just go for game, and if we get prisoned, we get prisoned. Meteor Forest, yeah. Sure. Yep. That is not good. That's not a good card. Yeah, we're gonna normal summon Telepath. End turn. Exciting. Okay. Target the 2 sets. Hamster. And Compulse. Okay. What? You just said it. Okay. Ah, a little late, Code. A little late. What's your one card? Hopefully back row. He's thinking. What one card makes you think? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, that's not it. That is not it. He still is heavy. All right. We're not allowed to draw monsters. Okay. Oh, wow. So if this goes through, we're golden. Doesn't really matter. You bet we play more Golgars. GG's, Golgar. Insane card. Interesting matchup. The opponent made some, we'll say, interesting choices. But, yeah, it was still, I think it showed off the power of what Golgar can do. And this deck is not very tested or optimized. I think there's a lot of potential in this archetype. I really think you should try it out. But, as always, thank you so much for watching.